Let's sew a quilt block, perfect for May and for beginners. Welcome, I do sewing and DIY related content, and this year I'm doing a quilt block of the month series, and today is another quilt block. Now I have 4 different fabrics here, and I'm actually using a fifth, and we're making a super easy quilt block with the help of stuffing. So let's go ahead and get started. To do this quilt block, you are going to want to start off with one small square. My square is going to be 1.5 by 1.5 inches. Now the dimensions that I use for this, I'm just going to put a screenshot up in the video, and then I'll also put those dimensions below. The reason why I'm doing that is my measurements ended up being slightly off when I went through this video and had to adjust as I was sewing. So I think it's going to be easier if I just provide you everything all at once. Basically what we're doing though is just cutting out a mix of squares and rectangles, and then after you cut out 2 squares, it's just going to be the rest are rectangles for this. And then I will include all of the ones that I had used. Now for this, you do want to make sure that they are nice and precise. So if you struggle with getting those nice crisp lines, be sure you're using a rotary cutter, the rotary mat and ruler. That's going to help you get some really nice and precise rectangles that you can use for this quilt block. So here is the general layout of what we're going to be doing. Basically, we're going to start with these 2 squares to sew them together. Once we sew those together, we'll be sewing this rectangle onto those squares to build a bigger square, and then just continue this pattern as we go along. So I'm going to start with those 2 squares. I bring these over to my sewing machine, and then we are going to be using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. This is going to be really important to make sure that our measurements are adding up correctly. So be sure you have that 1/4 inch seam allowance, your back stitching at the beginning and end, and then I'm going to just sort of finger press this open, so making sure that it's nice and flat. Once I'm done with the entire quilt block, I did go down and press this out, but for now I'm just going to finger press it, and then with right sides together, match that rectangle over top. So the rectangle should be the exact same size as those 2 squares we just sewed together. And then I'm using my 1/4 inch seam allowance again and just sewing up that nice straight edge. And then once I have this, I can then open this up and you'll see that we have a nice, really pretty square. So really easy way to go about this. It looks really good. I absolutely love how this looks. And then basically we're going to be following these exact same steps. So now I'm going to start with that piece at the top. I'm going to fold this over with right sides together and then just take a seam directly across there to grow out this, what will now be a rectangle. And then I will be adding this purple on the side to make it back into a square. So this quilt block is incredibly repetitive, which is why it's great for beginners. You're just sewing straight stitches, you're just using squares and rectangles. And then each time I sew a new piece on, I am finger pressing this just so that is nice and flat. And then I can just continue on my way sewing these pieces all together. So it's a really fun, really easy quilt block that comes together very quickly. So once I had these 3 colors, I can now go ahead and do my 4th color. So I'm going to be using blue for this, following the exact same procedure as we did before. And then of course, if you ever start to notice that your rectangles are not matching up exactly, you can always cut off that extra fabric. So matching with right sides together, doing the exact same process. So this is one of the reasons I absolutely loved this quilt block. It was so easy, and you really didn't have to think too much about this as long as your measurements were done correctly and you use that exact same seam allowance. And then as I mentioned, once I did the blue, I did add a little bit of a pop of green. I thought it would just look so pretty. And here is what my final quilt block looks like. I absolutely love it. You can see that the blue is slightly thinner than the others, but that's okay. I'm happy with how it turned out. If you enjoyed this quilt block, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you want to see next. Thanks for watching.